I'm Bridget Condon with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The Cardinals will play a big part of their season without DeAndre Hopkins after the All-Pro receiver was suspended 6 games for violating NFL policy on performance-enhancing drugs. Hopkins has already dropped his appeal and will serve the full 6-game ban. In better news for Arizona, the contract impasse with quarterback Kyler Murray may soon end. Cardinals GM Steve Keim said in an interview Monday that with the draft now over, they will renew negotiations with Murray on a long-term extension, adding, quote, "Kyler's our long-term future. We want to have him here in Arizona." Elsewhere, who says he can't go home again? Free agent All-Pro safety and New Orleans native Tyrann Mathieu is expected to sign a 3-year deal with the Saints worth $33 million. He spent the last 3 seasons with the Chiefs. And in other news, the Falcons released former starting running back Mike Davis, while the Niners are bringing back corner Jason Verrett on a 1-year deal. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Whoa, Greg's up.
He's never up this early.
Hey, guys. Okay, so this is called a Bell Breakfast Box from Taco Bell. Oh, thanks. I can read.
And that's a coffee. Helps you open your eyes.
And that's a breakfast burrito. You can start from either end.
You guys always this condescending in the morning?
Pretty much.
Wake up with the new $5 Bell Breakfast Box, filled with a grande toasted breakfast burrito, hash brown, 2 Cinnabon Delights, and a coffee. At limited participating Taco Bell locations near you during breakfast hours only. Contact local store for prices, hours, and participation, which vary. Tax extra. Drinks excludes freezes.
Anywhere fans go to cheer on their team, there are behind-the-scenes MVPs, ensuring everything is game day ready. We see you, Joe, fixing seats so every fan can enjoy every game. And Allie, who keeps her stadium running smoothly from the moment the first game starts to the last play of the season. At Grainger, you're our MVPs, and we're always here for you, with supplies and solutions for every industry and 24/7 customer support. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
We are the Imperial Valleys, AM 1230, KXO, El Centro, California. Gene, looking at the calendar, it says it's a Tuesday.
Yeah, I thought you were going to tell me something that was earth-shattering there this morning.
Okay, it's the 3rd day of May.
Yeah, right.
Yes, counting down to Cinco de Mayo.
Just around the corner.
That all-American celebration.
That's true. The more celebration here than in Mexico.
I think so. Anyway, and that will be Thursday.
That's
Cinco
right.
de Mayo. Today's the 3rd, so
And
do
Cinco,
the math.
That translates to 5.
Okay. And, maybe I'll celebrate with a Dos Equis or something.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Dos or,
Uno.
Uno.
Yeah.
Uno.
I can't get past that. By the way, Saturday was National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day.
Mm-hmm.
The twice-a-year event.
Yes.
An opportunity to safely get rid of your expired, unused, and unneeded prescription medications and keep them from being abused. Yeah, Tracy said, she was there. She said that it was a bit suspicious, the guy accepting the drugs on the far end of the driveway. Looked an awful lot like Keith Richards. He wasn't part of the DEA contingent. He was kind of working it on his own.
Ah, yes, Keith Richards. He's an amazing physical condition.
Yes, and he's still with us.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
I don't know how he's with us, but he is.
Probably more coherent than Ozzy.
Probably so.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you heard, but former Disney CEO Michael Eisner has listed his Malibu, California oceanfront compound.
Yeah.
Yeah, $225 million. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, the estate spans 5 acres, sits on a bluff over a small, secluded beach. Properties in Malibu, California at $225 million. I figure it's a fixer-upper.
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Yeah, he likes to do that.
Yeah, keeps him busy. He's got a lot of help with the mouse and the dog and the duck. Yeah, they hang out there on weekends.
Yeah, keeps him out of trouble. Keeps him off the streets. All of the above.
You ready for birthdays?
Birthdays, yes.
Okay, we mentioned singer Frankie Valli is 88, one of the original Jersey Boys. Sports announcer Greg Gumbel, 76. Singer Mary Hopkins, 72. Singer Christopher Cross, he's sailing, he is 71. Actor Amy Ryan is 54. Actor Bobby Cannavale is 52. Actor Stephanie Blake is 47. Actor Christina Hendricks is 47. Actor Tanya Wright, 44. Actor Zoe de Grand Maison is 27. You ready for the
that list shrunk really fast there, huh?
Yeah. Okay, we got local ones. You ready?
I'm ready.
They're coming up.
Did you know fixing outdoor leaks can save 27 to 90 gallons of water per day? Even tiny leaks can be huge water wasters. Conserving water starts with a few simple water-saving actions at home and in your yard, like adjusting your sprinklers and adding drip irrigation so you water only where it's needed. We can do our part to conserve water. Visit SaveOurWater.com for more water-saving tips. Save water, save California.
Let's celebrate today's birthdays. Happy birthday, Denise Meyer, Ernest Garcia, Daniel Hernandez, Ralph Figueroa, Wildy Amanis, Rebecca Carrasco, Valerie Landeros, Sofia Nunez, Manuel Castellano, Fidel Alvarez, Mark Keating, Raul Garcia, Riley Locher, Monica Imperial, Stacy Stratton, Betty Padilla, Connie Smith, Maria Preciado, Mary Cruz Castro, Jerry Baker, Melinda Fisher, Tina Smith, Alex Guerrero Sr., Cynthia Fernandez, and Isabella Mesa. Happy birthday from Kxo. And we have an anniversary, Perfecto and Rosa Maria Valdez, 56 years.
All right. Congratulations.
Okay. It's another beautiful day. It is warming up, and we will hit triple digits by the weekend. But the nights are staying nice and cool. And, it kind of neat. We have a mockingbird with a nest in the backyard. And the mockingbird serenades us in the evenings and in the mornings.
But how do you know which song he's singing?
Well, he just kind of wings it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think some of them, that's probably true.
And he will mimic me. I will whistle, and he will mimic my whistle.
Well, you know what we'll call him? The old mimicker.
I guess so. Or maybe just that old mockingbird. Yeah. He's got a nest in the backyard tree, and we see the male and seldom see the female. I think she's sitting on the eggs.
Probably so.
Yeah. And he's just out there happy, singing along.
All those different songs.
Yes. Yeah, like I said, he just kind of makes them up, and I enjoy that.
It works.
Yes. Okay, we've got news. Are you ready?
We've got news.
It's a look at World California news headlines to begin with, and it is brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist, triple digits by the weekend. Call Lock Air Conditioning for that preseason air conditioner checkup.
CBS News special report. President Biden is urging the Supreme Court not to overturn Roe v. Wade, which legalized abortion nationwide, after Politico published what is reportedly a leaked draft opinion from the High Court in February, indicating the majority of conservative justices are poised to do just that. Correspondent Ed O'Keefe has details on the president's statement, which urges voters to weigh in.
We, quote, need more pro-choice senators and a pro-choice majority in the House to adopt legislation that codifies Roe, which I will work to pass and sign into law.
Republican Senator Susan Collins says if the leaked draft opinion is accurate, it would be, in her words, completely inconsistent with what Justices Gorsuch and Kavanaugh said in confirmation hearings. Attorney Mary Ziegler's prediction:
If Republicans take over the Senate and the House of Representatives in 2022, you'll see pressure on them to pass a national law banning abortion.
CBS News Special Report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Protests planned around the state today amid reports that the U.S. Supreme Court appears poised to overturn Roe v. Wade, the ruling protecting a woman's right to a legal abortion. Loyola Law Professor Jessica Levinson.
I think this was entirely expected, and I still think it's stunning.
The leaked draft opinion posted by Politico. It has pro-life advocates furious, feeling it was intentionally leaked by left-leaning justices or staffers. A formal ruling isn't expected until sometime in June. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi back in Washington after her weekend trip to Ukraine and Poland. Lawmakers revived the Ukraine Democracy Defense Lend-Lease Act to help Ukraine in its conflict with Russia. Pelosi learning on the plane ride back the Senate had passed it, deciding it needed to be signed as soon as possible.
And within the hour the plane landed, came right here to report to the American people how well received the assistance they have provided so far has been.
California's population declining again in 2021 for a second consecutive year. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. For all your air conditioning and sheet metal needs, call Lock Air Conditioning today.
My name is George Marquez. I'm a candidate for district attorney. I was raised in Imperial County, and I'm a product of our local public school system. I believe in protecting our families by aggressively prosecuting dangerous criminals. I believe in forging strong relationships with law enforcement to further our interest of law, order, and justice. I believe in building bridges to the entire community so that everyone has a voice. Please vote George Marquez on June 7th for Imperial Valley District Attorney. You can also follow me on my Facebook page at George Marquez for District Attorney 2022.
Paid for by committee to elect George Marquez for District Attorney.
It's page one of the local news. Page one is a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations in the valley. At El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center, Highway 86 in Julia Drive, where you'll find the Off-Road Center as well, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Tuesday morning, the weekly meeting of the County Board of Supervisors is just around the corner. Here's more on the story.
It will be held today in El Centro. Residents can attend the meeting in person or via live stream. Live stream is available at the county website. At the beginning of the public portion of the meeting, the board will be asked to adopt a proclamation declaring the month of May as Mental Health Month. Another proclamation will declare the month as National Foster Care Month. The supervisors will be asked to adopt a proclamation declaring May 6th as Imperial Valley Peace Officers Memorial Day. A board will be asked to adopt another resolution for the County of Imperial to extend remote meetings in accordance with the provisions of State Assembly Bill 361. They will receive an update from the County Public Health Department on COVID-19 in Imperial County. Human Resources will ask the board to adopt a new road maintenance worker classification. Supervisors will be asked to approve revisions to the regional road superintendent job description under the Working Supervisory Unit. The Human Resources, Behavioral Health, and Workforce and Economic Development will have several other issues on the agenda as well. A meeting will be held at the in the board chambers at the Administration Center on Main Street in El Centro. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
Imperial County has received a $4.4 million grant to assist families and individuals impacted by the June 2021 fire in Nyland. The fire devastated the North End community with extensive loss of homes. The grant in Community Development Block Grant, Coronavirus Response Colonia's set-aside funding, will be available to assist owner-occupied income-eligible families to replace homes lost to the fire. The grant application was completed and submitted by the Imperial County Executive Office. KXO News Time, 7:42.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires, guaranteed. We're talking the finest names in tires: Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlap, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. Check the prices, then talk to your Quick Lane service advisor. He will give you the best price, guaranteed. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment. Quick Lane at El Centro Motors, in the Brawley Auto Center, and now at the Imperial Valley Mall.
The IID Board of Directors meet today, being a Tuesday. George Gale has the story.
The meeting will be held in El Centro. Public session begins at 1 this afternoon. Directors will recognize 7 employees for completing apprenticeship journeyman programs. They will recognize the Team of the Month for May. The board is expected to adopt a resolution proclaiming May as Water Safety Month. That is when Dippy Duck makes his rounds around the county. They will also be asked to adopt a resolution reauthorizing teleconference board meetings. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The City Council and successor agency to the Brawley Community Redevelopment Agency will hold a regular scheduled meeting this evening. The meeting is scheduled to get underway in council chambers at 6 p.m. That concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations in the Valley. Remember, Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Here's the deal. I've had constipation with belly pain, discomfort, and bloating for years. I've tried a lot of laxatives and fiber supplements, but my symptoms keep coming back.
You could have a chronic condition called irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C. Linzess, or linaclotide, is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. Linzess works differently than laxatives. It lets you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2 years old. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. There could be more to your story with IBS-C. Talk to a doctor today. Say yes to Linzess. Learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS. Sponsored by AbbVie and Ironwood Pharmaceuticals.
Page 2 of the local news and weather is brought to you by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, open Tuesday through Saturdays at 4:30, and by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day 7 a.m. till 3 p.m.
Continuing with more local news, COVID cases are surging in some areas. George Gale explains.
Some areas are reporting a surge of the virus. That is not the case in Imperial County. Locally active cases are fluctuating up and down, but the numbers remain well below 100 cases. Officials attribute that to the high vaccination rate in Imperial County, still the highest in the state. A new update is expected today. The latest tier metrics for Imperial County indicate new cases per day per 100,000 population at 2.90. Positivity rate, 7-day average, was last reported at 10.4%. Deaths attributed to the virus in Imperial County has remained at 908 for the past few weeks. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
The California Highway Patrol is investigating an accident that claimed the life of a motorcyclist. The accident occurred at noon on Sunday at State Route 78 and Whitlock Road. According to the CHP, the motorcycle was westbound on Highway 78 when the 79-year-old rider was unable to negotiate a slight curve in the roadway. The Harley motorcycle went out off the road and hit a sandy shoulder, ejecting the rider. The driver sustained fatal injuries. The accident remains under investigation. The name of the victim has not been released. Well, the 14th Annual Imperial Valley Law Enforcement Memorial Ceremony is coming up this week. Here's more on that story.
The 14th Annual Imperial Valley Law Enforcement Memorial Ceremony will be held this Friday. Ceremony will begin promptly at 7 p.m. It'll be held in front of the county courthouse on Main Street in El Centro. Law enforcement agencies, surviving family members, and the public are all invited to continue the remembrance of those peace officers who have died in the line of duty. It is hosted by the Imperial Valley Law Enforcement Memorial Foundation. Foundation was formed with a specific objective and a purpose to honor the local fallen law enforcement officers who have died in the line of duty while serving in all federal, state, county, and city agencies in the Imperial Valley. This year, they will memorialize 44 local law enforcement officers. For KXL Local News, I'm George Gale.
We'll be back with a look at the weather.
When you're ready for great home-style cooking, there are 2 locations for the best in the Imperial Valley. Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley. Open 7 days a week, 7 a.m. to 3 p.m., featuring delicious breakfast and lunch entrees, including menudo, liver and onions, and meatloaf. The Town Pump in Westmoreland is open Tuesday through Saturday at 4:30 p.m., specializing in delicious prime ribs, steaks, chicken, salmon, and lobster. So for a great dining experience, visit Brownie's Diner, 990 Main Street in Brawley, and the Town Pump in Westmoreland.
Here's Carol Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says high pressure will strengthen over the region this week with weather systems passing to the north. This pattern will allow temperatures to gradually warm close to 10 degrees above the seasonal average and likely reaching 100 degrees by the end of the week. Seasonably dry conditions will also continue with no rain expected. A stronger weather system will begin to impact the region early next week with strong winds and cooler temperatures. Our high yesterday was 93, the overnight low 58. Sunny today with a high near 92. South wind 5 to 10 miles an hour becoming north this afternoon. Clear tonight with a low around 62. Northwest wind about 5 miles an hour becoming east after midnight. Wednesday will be sunny with a high near 96. West-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour becoming north in the afternoon. 70 degrees downtown, 68% relative humidity. Wind out of the southeast at 5 to 7 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news, brought to you by Brownie's Diner in Brawley, open every day, and by the Town Pump in Westmoreland, Imperial Valley's fine dining experience.
Golden State Extracts, CBD, is the first fully licensed GMP certified hemp processor in California, making CBD. Everything is done right here in the Imperial Valley, from growing to processing and manufacturing. Our products derived from hemp are a natural form of pain relief to help you with your aches and pains, help you sleep better, and lower your stress with our specially formulated tinctures, pain creams, and gummies. Best of all, you can visit Golden State Extracts CBD locally at their Imperial location, 520 West 8th Road. For more information and benefits of CBD, visit them on the web at goldenstateextracts.com or call 760-355-9134. That's 355-9134.
And it's sports time. Brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. NBA playoff action. It was the Heat. They topped the 76ers 106-92. And the Suns ran past the Mavericks 121-114. And, Jason Kidd says the Dallas Mavericks need someone to join the party after dropping Game 1 to Phoenix, despite Luka Doncic's 45 points. Kidd would like to see a few other Mavericks step up and score. Coming up today, it's the Bucks and the Celtics, and then the Warriors and the Grizzlies as NBA action continues.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer Services. Visit pmhd.org today.
But Monday, MLB action. The White Sox blanked the Angels 3-0. And Cardinals shut out the Royals 1-0. Diamondbacks nipped the Marlins 5-4. Twins edged the Orioles 2-1. Yankees slid by the Blue Jays 3-2. Braves beat the Mets 5-2. Astros shut out the Mariners 3-0. And the Rays rolled. They beat the Athletics 6-1. And the NFL said yesterday that an independent review found no evidence to substantiate allegations made by former Cleveland Browns head coach Hugh Jackson that the team intentionally lost games in the 2016 and 2017 seasons. Jackson was fired by the Browns 8 games into the 2018 season with an overall 3-36-1 record in 2+ years. In February, Jackson indicated in a series of posts on social media that the team paid him bonuses, incentivizing him to lose, and that he was set up to fail. Jackson later softened those allegations. And free agent running back Adrian Peterson has agreed to complete 20 sessions of domestic violence and alcohol counseling within the next 6 months, following his February arrest on suspicion of domestic violence. Peterson agreed to the sessions during a pre-filing hearing held Friday as an alternative to prosecution in the case. And Greg Norman's new golf league was prepared to launch the same week in February that Phil Mickelson's controversial comments about the PGA Tour and Saudi Arabia were published, which caused many committed players to back out. At the time, Norman told ESPN at least 30% of the top 50 players in the world had committed to play in the new league. But that is going to have to wait and see if it actually happens. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
Let's talk about it. Bringing community mental health issues to your radio. Listen each Sunday morning to Kxo AM 1230 at 7 a.m. or on Sunday evening at 7 p.m. on FM 107.5. Or log on to kxoradio.com for a podcast of the show in its entirety. This program is produced by the Public Affairs Department of Kxo AM 1230 and FM 107.5. Let's Talk About It is presented as a public service of Imperial County Behavioral Health Services.
Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro. Well, the S&P 500 is having its worst start to a year since 1939. Putting that in perspective, longtime legendary investor Warren Buffett was just 9 years old at that time. Comparing today's stock market to 83 years ago isn't an entirely apples to apple comparison. For one, the S&P was made up of only 90 companies back then, but it has clearly been an abysmal first quarter of the year for investors from any reference point. The Dow down 9% through April, and the tech-heavy NASDAQ plummeted 21%. But the only people making any money right now are the oil companies. BP, British Petroleum, took a hit of more than $24 billion from ditching its business in Russia, but reported a huge jump in profit for the first quarter. The UK-based energy giant said today that its underlying profit soared to $6.2 billion from $2.6 billion in the same period last year, boosted by exceptional oil and gas trading conditions. Oil prices have shot up nearly 40% since the start of this year, with benchmark Brent crude trading well above $100 a barrel. Prices for natural gas have also surged. Meanwhile, the Dow right now, pretty much even. It's off 3 points. The S&P 500 is up 9, and the NASDAQ is off 32. Gold up $13.90 a barrel. Oil, are you ready? Oil is down. Yeah, down $1.08 a barrel. Yeah, but, you know, that's not going to translate to anything in the pump. And experts are saying stocks may keep sliding until institutions join retail investors in capitulation.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been providing private security locally for more than 20 years and have owned Southwest Security for more than 6.5 years. I'm proud to announce that we have over 250 employees working here in Imperial and Coachella Valley. Last year, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. P.O. Box service to you. Also located at Southwest Security at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro. If you're in the need for security services, please call us at Southwest Security at 760-970-4500. That's 970-4500.
Sunny skies will continue today. Look for a high near 92. South wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming north this afternoon. Tonight, clear with a low around 62. Northwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming east after midnight. Wednesday, sunny with a high near 96. West-southwest wind about 5 miles an hour, becoming north in the afternoon. 71 degrees downtown, 64% relative humidity, wind out of the southeast at 5 to 7 miles an hour. And our barometric pressure stands at 29.77 inches. Financial news and the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services. You know, they offer live scan fingerprinting to the public. Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property.
At Burgers and Beer, we want to make your every visit a great visit. We want you to have great service. We want your taste buds to dance with happiness and your thirst to be quenched. We want you to enjoy great sports and great music. But most of all, we want you to enjoy your friends, your family, your date, your business meal, your party, your mom, your dad, and even Aunt Karen. At Burgers and Beer, we're all about you. 5 locations to serve you: El Centro, Yuma, Temecula, La Quinta, and Rancho Mirage.
CBS News coming up. I'll be back right after that with more of the best oldies on the radio.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO, El Centro, on AM 1230. KXO.
On the hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Steve Kathan. Sharp reaction on the reported draft opinion from the U.S. Supreme Court that would strike down the Roe v. Wade decision that legalized abortion. It was obtained by Politico and has not been confirmed by the court. In a written statement, President Biden says the court should not go that route, and voters will have to, quote, defend the fundamental right to an abortion. CBS's Jan Crawford on what happens if Roe is overturned.
Each state will get to decide whether they want to restrict, ban, or allow abortion. It will change the landscape and leave those decisions to the elected officials in those particular states. And they have been preparing for it. I don't think the ruling itself is a surprise, but still seeing that draft, I think, did catch a lot of people by surprise.
8 states have already moved this year to protect abortion rights, but legal historian Mary Ziegler says are set to any Supreme Court move.
In somewhere between 20 and 25 states, we would expect to see abortion access be eliminated altogether. This is not a situation where states are going to stop at 15 weeks. For the most part, they're going to ban all abortions and maybe a variety of other things they may label abortions, which could affect access to things like certain contraceptives.
Minnesota Democrat Amy Klobuchar on CBS Mornings says if it all plays out, Congress could act.
We can actually put Roe v. Wade into law. We have many votes, of course, on the Democratic side for that. We do have a few, and let me emphasize few, pro-choice Republicans.
Leaks from the high court have happened before. Legal scholar Jessica Levinson says if that's what happened here, an effort will be made to determine the source.
We actually have a very small group of potential suspects here. I think it's one of the 9 justices or one of the 36 law clerks who would have their hands on this draft opinion and be able to Xerox it and provide it to a member of the press.
Well, it's primary day today in Ohio. CBS's Robert Costa in Columbus reports one battle is being closely watched.
The Senate Republican primary race, it's still a toss-up. Whatever happens here tonight will reveal a lot about where both parties stand ahead of this November's midterm elections.
U.S. officials have determined that WNBA star Brittany Griner is being wrongfully detained in Russia. That signals the Biden administration will aggressively work to secure her release as the legal case plays out. Federal Reserve policy meeting opened up today, first step in what could be the next interest rate hike designed to tame inflation. Right now on Wall Street, the Dow is up 28 points. The NASDAQ is down 24. The S&P is up 12. This is CBS News.
There's always something new under the sun. CBS Mornings, weekdays on CBS.
Here's football star Tony Romo for Skechers Max Cushioning Footwear.
You know when you go to your kid's game and you have to sit on those uncomfortable, super hard bleachers? That's how I feel now when I wear regular shoes. Why? Because once I started wearing Skechers Max Cushioning, I've been spoiled with how amazing extra cushioning feels. It's like going to sit on those hard bleachers and someone stuck a big cushy pillow on them. Because Skechers maxed out the cushioning with a thick, comfy slice of super light Ultra-Go cushioning for a soft, pillowy feel with every step. And the comfort doesn't end there. Max Cushioning also has Skechers air-cooled Goga Mat insoles, and they're machine washable and very affordable. You definitely won't max out your budget, so don't settle for inferior cushioning. Treat yourself to maximum cushion with Skechers Max Cushioning.
You heard Tony Romo. Now feel the difference extra cushioning can make for yourself with ultra-comfortable, machine-washable Skechers Max Cushioning footwear. See all the fashionable styles of Max Cushioning for men and women at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
More evacuation orders have been issued because of a huge wildfire in the southwest.
Some 200 patients at a psychiatric hospital were among those evacuated as a wildfire rages east of Santa Fe, New Mexico. Louis Trujillo is mayor of Las Vegas, New Mexico.
Right now, our main response is to the fire, is getting the fire out. The second, of course, comes after when you start assessing how many properties were lost, how many homes, how many families were displaced, etc.
Large wildfires are burning elsewhere in New Mexico and in Colorado and Texas. Jim Crisula, CBS News.
An unusually early and brutal heat wave is scorching parts of India, and power shortages are affecting millions as demand surges to record levels. Supplies of coal at many thermal power plants are running low. Coal production is responsible for about 70% of the country's electricity. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
You've got Carroll Buckley with the best oldies on the radio.
12:30.